This video is going to be about what I've been working on lately. It's not completed yet, but I thought I'd demonstrate it. Haven't posted anything in a while. This is the computer from the Hunter's Moon episode of Lost in Space, a 1960s television show. In that episode, this is like a timekeeping referee for a competition or holding, like the most deadliest game competition is basically what it is. I'm going to turn it on. First, it has a couple of modes. I'm going to push this switch down to get it in the mode I need it in, and turn it on.
Computer, ready to serve you. Mode Magic 8-Ball.
Like I say, it's not anywhere near done. The voice it's playing is AI, basically AI generated. What I did was I took in the episode, it has about 8 or 9 sound bites that it speaks on. And I took those sound bites and used a program called VoiceBox to train it on that voice. And then I was able to produce my own speech from a text that I wrote. This has 2 modes. One of them, it just plays sound bites from the show. And in this mode, it's like a magic 8-ball, that toy you used to shake up and make decisions for you. I put it in that mode so it doesn't play any copyrighted material. You can debate or not whether the AI voice is copyrighted or not, I guess. But anyway, it has 2 buttons. One just plays sound files.
Yes. Very doubtful. Reply hazy. Try again, please. My sources say no. Concentrate and ask again. Most likely, yes.
All those texts are just from the text of the soundbite that's playing, are just from the Magic 8-Ball. The Wikipedia page has the Magic 8-Ball responses you can get. I'm probably going to modify those into something more appropriate, but for testing, that's just what I've got on it. The other function it has is button. I don't have a switch caps on here yet. These aren't the right switches. I'm waiting for those to come in. I'm gonna have to turn the lights off to see this better. Turn these off too, just to see if it helps. As you can see, it has a rotating light, the little ears wiggle like they do on the one in the show. And it still plays with sound bites.
Yes, definitely. As I see it, the answer is yes. Concentrate and ask again. My reply is no.
You can turn that off too. There's some more work to do on the program. It's not responsive, and it's not, the random numbers it generates are not really that good.
Yes, definitely.
You can see the voice activates LEDs in here. I'll show what the motor does. There is a motor right down in here. I forgot to put this little part in. This is going to go right here. There's a motor right down in here. It's held in. It's one of these N20 motors like this. Fits in there basically like that, and there's a shaft running up through here. To get it to work, I needed a slip ring type device. First I tried to make a slip ring device, and it did work, but it was mechanically noisy. And one of the problems I've had with this from the start when I started playing the sound files is getting the mechanical noise out when this motor runs. There is its mechanism. Like I say, this switch here is not responsive enough. Got to go in and change the program. What I did, I want to turn the lights back on. what I did to take some of the noise out was this little motor mount here. It fits in there like that. I was tried several different things, but then it finally hit me. Do I just make this out of TPU and it won't transfer the vibrations from here to all this big sound box, basically what it is, and that helps considerably. It's still not perfect, but it's better. It also has quite a bit of weight to it. It's pretty heavy. That helps dampen some of the noise.
Without a doubt.
I'll show that again. It's basically like a Scotch yoke track mechanism that drives this little tray back and forth, and the tray wiggles the ears. I don't think my ear shape is quite right yet, but that's easily fixed. I guess some of the fine tuning I've got to do.
Outlook not so good. It is decidedly so.
This voice does sound pretty much like the voice on the character on the show. I'm not going to play the actual bites from the show because I'm concerned about copyrights. Everything I've got to do, well, there's a lot I've got to do. First of all, I'll show what's inside of it. These magnets aren't strong enough. I'm either going to have to double up on them or come up with a different way of mounting this torso part to this base part. And down in there, I hope you can see that, is a board. It's this circuit board right here, but this one's unpopulated. But it has a little DF player circuit board and a Picaxe 14M2 underneath it that controls it. The DF player has all the sound bites in it. This is a little DF player. It doesn't take a card or anything. You just plug it into the USB port and you can put your sound files on it that way. It takes the Picaxe to control it, to do all the random stuff and everything. There's a little MOSFET, much too big a MOSFET for controlling this motor it's got in it. Here's the bottom of it. The speaker is right down in here. This battery box has a, I've turned it off. Well, yeah. Trying to get that battery out of there. Nothing ever wants to cooperate. The battery box holds one of these battery holders. It holds 3 AA batteries in it. I've got the battery connectors down in there, just like you would see on any, whoops, don't be careful about that, you would see on any toy. So this one goes here and there's one in the bottom. It's not so easy to see. Like that. This has got like a quarter turn or something like that.
Computer, ready to serve you. Mode normal.
It rebooted. This is the normal mode where it would play sound bites from the show. That's what it starts up in. If you hold this button down, it starts up in the other mode, which is why I was holding the button down. Of course, I could fix all that in software if I wanted it to go the other way, which probably would. Trying to think if there's anything else. The board, that's what controls it all. There's a little clip holding the board in. All this wire, this is what the majority of the problem with the assembly of a thing has been. Getting all that to fit in there, placing the battery, having a place for the speaker to sit. So with the speaker right on top of it sits a battery box. There's see if I got an older here. Here's an older version of what's in there. And then there's a battery box. Here's an older version of it. It sits on there like this. Your battery goes in there naturally. This doesn't look exactly like this anymore. It's got some trees coming up that these switches set on. I don't think if there's anything else I wanted to say. I have to decide if I'm going to stick with these magnets or come up with something else. I really don't like them. Maybe I can double up on them and they'll work better. Right now it's just not strong enough to well, it's a wiring mess is what it is. Rolls nice. It you can see it's not strong enough to hold up the weight of it. So I have to do something about that. This thing is about 1 foot tall. I sized it to a popular B9 robot toy, so if somebody had a B9, I forget the brand name on it, one of those, they could stand them side by side and it should be fairly accurate. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but maybe. This is not the right color. All these. I may put some color changing LEDs behind this in the show. This is actually a TV screen that sometimes plays video. Not all the time. These little white things here that poke out there, they were actually counters, like an actual mechanical rolling counter, like an odometer counter. Oh, whoops. See if I can't tear it up before I do anything with it. The lips are right here. See, like they go on like this. I just forgot to glue them on. Well, I think that's all I wanted to show. Well, thanks for watching.